The reason I've got so many Messerschmitts may be that it's just my luck to have run into more of these enemy machines than of any other type. The day I shot 4 of them down was when they were coming over the channel in droves. We don't see them like that at present, just odd 1s and 2s dodging about in the clouds. But during the day I'm going to tell you about, Messerschmitts in formations of 50 or more were being tackled and broken up and shot down by a dozen Hurricanes or Spitfires. On this particular occasion, our squadron of Spitfires was sent out in the morning and intercepted one of these formations of 109s coming in over the channel. There were 50 of them. When our leader, a Canadian, gave the order to attack, I got on the tail of 4 109s at about 17,000 feet and attacked the outside one. After I'd given him 2 bursts of fire, he crashed near Gravesend. When I looked round again, the sky was full of Messerschmitts scattering in all directions. We chased them back to France and returned to our station for lunch. It seemed to me a pretty good morning's work. In the afternoon, we were sent up again and told there were some 109s off Selsey Bill. We saw them when we were about 20,000 feet. There were 40 of them about 500 feet above us. As they outnumbered us by more than 3 to 1, I suppose they thought they were onto a good thing. At all events, they started to dive on us. We evaded their first attack and then turned on them. I picked on 3. They made off towards France, one straggling a bit behind. I concentrated my fire on him and he went down in flames. The other 2 Messerschmitts had not seen me come up, so I closed up behind the leader and gave him a burst. As I did so, the other one came right up on my tail, but I held on to the fellow I'd got. He must have been carrying a bomb, for after another burst from my guns, he blew up before the one behind could protect him. There was nothing left of him in the sky that you could recognize as part of a plane, just a flash and a puff of smoke and bits of debris hurtling down all over the place. I must give that 3rd Jerry pilot his due. He could have got away, but he stayed to fight. But the Spitfire's 8 machine guns were too much for him, and after a couple of turns he went down in flames. Then I turned, found the squadron, and came home. And that's about all there was to it. Another time we ran into 70 Messerschmitt 109s, and I found one right in front of me. I gave him a burst and he went down, but the sky was so full of Messerschmitts I hadn't time to see what happened to him. I was lucky enough to get onto another's tail, but I broke off the attack when another plane jumped on mine. It turned out to be a Spitfire, however, and the pilot was able to confirm for me that the 109 had dived straight into the sea. The last time I saw a large formation was early in December, when I shot down one of a formation of 40. Jerry hasn't been over in such large numbers by daylight since.